We've come ashore now for a while. The wind's picked up quite a bit, so it's a little bit chubby out there, and it's a bit difficult to show you from the boat what I want to show you here. Let me just show you a few tips on how to fish our freestyler and deviator jerkbaits. The deviator is a true glider. It's very, very easily fished. Just give a little twitch with the rod tip and it's going to shoot out to the side. The deviator is, when you buy it, it's equipped with a Owner ST36 tournament treble hooks and quite a heavy split ring. So it's balanced to be a slow sinking lure. If I take the hooks off, this lure will actually float, and I can replace them with an even lighter hook and a lighter setup of split rings. Or I can go the other way around and I can take on a heavier hook and make double split rings. So this way I can alter the balance of my lure very, very easily, whether I want to fish in the very top of the water or go down a little further. So the deviator is extremely light fish lure, and you can tune it yourself to fish in top part of the water or a bit lower. Good thing about both the freestyle and the deviator is that with a quite long pull, you can actually pull the lure down when you make a long pull. If you twitch hard, a little more aggressive, the lure come right back up to the surface. So the deviator action is very, very good for this type of fishing we're fishing now. Fish that have just spawned, and we want to really show some action, get the attention of the pike. Just to show you in detail that the lures float, let me show you what a freestyler looks like in the water without hooks. Taking the hooks off this one, let me show you. So now this thing floats. So by putting on lighter split rings and a lighter hook, this lure, I can actually make the freestyler floating. So it just pops onto the surface, slides out to the side, and if I double it up or fish it as it is with the Owner ST36 hook and double pair of split rings, it's going to be slow sinking. So this is a little tip that you can really tune your lure. And what I always have a box of extra hooks, different sizes, different models, and extra split rings, so I can actually tune the different lures to match exactly the requirement of the day. So that's a little tip to get it right. Let me just show you the freestyle action here with hooks on. I always carry this split ring plier, so that makes it very easy for me to change hooks and split rings. Just slide the hook right on there. So now I'm actually putting on a double set of split rings, a little bit heavier hook. So now this lure is going to be absolutely suspending. So I can make very long spin stop and the lure will just hang right there in the strike zone. Again, the freestyler is quite easy to fish. You just twitch and jerk and twitch and jerk, and you see that fantastic belly flash. See, now I've made that lure suspending, so it just hangs right there under the surface, and it just stays there. So it just hangs in the water, and this is really fine-tuning your lure, and it will give you a lot more big follow fish to take the lure. Just as we did with the deviator and the freestyler, it's very easy also to tune our very, very popular 4-play lure. So the 4-play lure, the swim and jerk version, comes with a split ring extra attached in the nose. Right now I've just taken that split ring off and put on one of these special swim bait hooks on the belly here to make the action on this lure even better. So I've taken away the split ring to take some weight away, and I've added that hook right here. Let me just show you incredible swimming action I get to that lure. Great thing about the 4-play swim and jerk is that it's so easily fished. Everybody can fish it. So you just cast it out and retrieve it, and it has a wonderful swimming action. And when I make a spin stop, the lure actually turns to the side, like looking over its shoulder to see if something big is coming to get it. And very often, there is a big thing coming to get it. So this is the swim and jerk 4-play lure, and it's really, really popular lure and very easy to fish. I'd like to show you the little cushion it's got. It's called the lip lure. It's very similar to the swim and jerk, but it's got a little lip. That means that the lure will roll and make quite a large sound, clacking, clacking, clacking like that when I retrieve it. So they look very similar, but in fact these two lures are very, very different. This one I can fish on very, very shallow water, and when I speed up the pace, this lure will actually go up to the surface. This one will do just the opposite. When I speed up the pace, the lip will drag it down. So two very similar lures, but quite different in use. Let me just show you the lip lure. What you want to achieve is this fantastic side flashing. You can see how it side flashes. And what I've done with this lure, I've made it almost suspending by removing that nose split ring. So you can see he just hangs in the water there. So the lip lure is really, really good when you want to get attention. Water is murky or the water is quite cold. The switching between the swim and jerk and the lip lure can create something that triggers the fish to feed. So I can really recommend using those two lures together. So that's the lip lure. Now I've got the chance, I'd like to show you something. This is a brand new lure that we're bringing out now. We've had such a big success with the 4-play family that we decided to make a true 10-inch lure or 25 centimeter swim bait. So this is the mother of the swim baits, 10-inch 4-play. Let me just show you one incredible action on this lure. Again, you've got a huge swimming action, just giving really a lot of attention. And when you stop that lure, it's going to turn its side, looking over its shoulder. And this one has caught quite a lot of big fish already during the field testing. So this is going to be a real winner on the big pike. So this is the new 10-inch 4-play. Let me just show you one more time. Will you have a look at that action? So I can't wait to get out there and try it. Now we found quite a big school of decent-sized pike and quite a few jacks in that northern bay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to troll these big plateaus of this quite big lake to see if we can find a little bit bigger fish by trolling. And what we're going to do, we're going to troll 2 rods in each side of the boat. We're going to throw one right behind the boat, more or less, with a 4-play lip lure and a perch collar, and we're going to have the big giant butch, 21 centimeters, out on the side paravan. And these two lures at this speed, approximately 3 kilometers per hour, will work perfectly together. So you have 2 different lures, one presentated quite deep and the other one high in the water. And then we're going to troll and patrol this area about 4 to 6 meters deep, and hopefully we can locate some of the bigger fish that are coming back out into the lake. So let's do it. I didn't even get to set my paravan, and Christian struck into a fish straight away. I don't even think you only had one lure out, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't even really get it out. It took it on its way out. It's a small, nice-looking pike, you know.
Maybe we should put the boat into the wind.
Hit it on its way out. Hit the big butch.
So one more time, that 21 centimeter big butch just took it straight away.
Yeah, it proved its worth, definitely. Nice fish.
We didn't actually start to troll.
We get that on almost 8 meters of water.
So that was pretty cool.
It was fast. Faster than probably anyone else has expected. Let's see if I can get that one. Yep.
It's nice,
beautiful. Yeah, it's a beautiful fish. Let's see if I can hold it here without getting.
Yeah. So that fish is basically an outspawned fish that's probably now starting to fill its belly. And you can see it starting to build girth again.
Yeah.
So that's a good sign. We've got a lot of the fish already out here on the big plateau. So let's do a little bit of trolling and see if we can find some bigger fish.
Yeah, so while we're enjoying ourselves here, we already caught a couple of fish.
I'm just going to talk a little bit about the device here, the echo sounder and the GPS, the carp plotter. I'm going to start with the carp plotter. Basically what we use that for is by setting a trail so we can see where we have fished during the day. When we get a take, we get a fish, we are marking it with a waypoint so that we are able to find back to the area that we got the fish. The echo sounder here is of course showing the depth. It's showing the temperature, which is very interesting, and it will also give you a clue about where the fish might be in certain areas, the wind and things like that. It's blowing the hot water in the base. Water here is very clear, and therefore the sensitivity of the echo sounder here is very high, and therefore you should be able to see almost everything that will cross under the boat here. So basically it's just a tool that you're using in the boat, and it's a combi device, so you have the carp plotter and the echo sounder, and thereby you should learn more about your fishing using a device like that.
Just going to hold him right there. We really took that butch lure. Let me just get rid of that paravan here. Let's have a look at him. This fish has got beautiful brown color to it. And you can
it's
see
a beautiful fish.
that fish doesn't seem to be out spawned. It's really, really beautiful. Could you hand me the pliers,
Yes,
Christian?
sure. There you go, mate.
Thanks. Let me just hold that one right there. Thanks a lot. So this is what it's all about. Locating the fish, catching the fish. We're going to put her back right away so she can go and do some spawning. There we go. 21 centimeter butch right there. Bye now.